Well,
Well,
let's
let's
get
get
these. All right, well, we're live. It's a beautiful morning here on August 19th. Time right now is about 8:25. So I would have liked to got streaming about 10 minutes ago, but we're here now. Got myself a glass of green tea, my favorite mug. I'm feeling good. So let's get a quick little watch list together. So none of the stuff from yesterday has really done anything overnight, so I'm not interested in keeping all those around. Um, so yeah, first thing I usually do is go over, look at morning gap scanner, and then just type in a few of the stocks off the top of that. Sometimes we get some that are reverse splits that just say that they're gap, but I don't know if it's actually the case. VLCN is the one that's moving right now. Excuse me, moving right now. Oh, I got some hiccups. Yeah, I'm not sure about these ones here. UIS, UI. Well, yeah, no, EYES. Eyes. Um, yeah, so looking at the gap scan, this is really all that I'm super interested in these stocks. So for right now we got four. VLCN is the one that's whoops, I should go to this page. It's actually moving. So I guess I'll look here for news. So yeah, VLCN's got a headline. Wow. It's a pretty bullish headline. So they obtain pre-orders that sell out the entire 2023 forecast. We don't even know what VLCN is. What is the company? Volcon? Not sure. And then I'll take out the float on this one as well here. VLCN float is about 10 million, so that's good. 8% short float. GCT is the other one. I believe this was a stock from the other day, wasn't? Oh yeah, this was the recent IPO. I think just yesterday, and it's up. Wow, it's up very swimmingly. So this one pre-market chart looks pretty decent. Um, I don't know if there's any news on it specifically, but this just could be momentum because it's halted. I mean, not halted. It IPO'd yesterday, so it could just be a factor of that. So right now on it, let's do before market opens. Let's take and draw a few levels. So yeah,
So bought 2,000 shares, 301.
whoa, that was weird. Um, so I'll draw levels there, and I'll put a couple at these pre-market pivots here. So now we got kind of a double top. Well, it broke out past that, but still mark it up. I guess that was not necessary as much. And then VLCN, I'll kind of do the same thing real quick before the open. We've got about 40 seconds till the market opens. Man, I don't know if it's this green tea that I'm like allergic to, but I've been sneezing crazy the last few days. And the only thing that I've really done, I mean, consistently the 3 days has had a glass of green tea. So I wonder if the green tea is betraying me. So market is open. I'll take VCLN over here, and then I'll put GCT over here. Wow, it looks like this one's going to be kind of a gap and go right there. I'm going to fade off the open there. So it's GCT is kind of going to double top there at that 28, 29 level-ish. We'll give it a sec. Yeah, right now I'll pop up scan, see if we're missing anything. But yeah, right now maybe I should get over to GCT. I'm slightly less interested in it purely because of price. I prefer something around this this price level to something that's 26. So tempted to take the dip there, but it doesn't seem like a very safe trade for the first trade of the day, which that would have been good. I mean, there's 10 cents right there, but it's okay. So it looks like everything's kind of down today. Yeah, that would have been a really nice trade, actually, that dip. And if I want to try on the third dip, the answer is right there. It's gonna be no. BBIG started to move. So far, stick GCT over here. So yeah, we got the indices down. SPY and NASDAQ are down. SPY is down 7%. I mean 0.7%. NASDAQ's down about 1%. 0.9. Well, this one's gonna be a bit disappointing here if it's just gonna fade off the open. The only gappers of this morning. One of the ones that looked decent. Decent float. I mean, it was kind of the same case yesterday with CRIS. Pre-market looked really nice, and then it just opened and faded. So, while BBBY is down 41%. Holy crap. Cohen made like 50 mil off BBBY. Fucking insane. Freaking nuts, man. So let's find something out there. I've not taken any trades yet. Oh, it's an electric UTV company. I see. So another electric production company. All right. Well, let's see here if it's gonna catch itself at 76. I'd really like for this to stay here and make some, maybe this candle close about here, and the next candle will be the candle to make a new high, and then start curling towards the view up. And I might take that trade. Granted, that was a bit strange. Granted, I don't love taking trades under view up, nor do I consider that the best quality setup. So We'll see. Oh, his GCT. Well, I guess GCT. I'll pop that one back over here. And I'll put VLCN. That goes over high as well. Is that going to halt there? Looks like it's going to halt. Wow, that's super bullish candle right there. Holy crap. Looks like I'm going to miss that on GCT there because I was paying too close of attention to VLCN. But that's okay. Looking at the chart, where would I have taken a trade on this break? You know what? I don't know if I would have. I'm going to miss anyway. Because I've been worried to buy over this high after this kind of false breakout of this top. And maybe buy just the whole $1.28. Yeah, I'm not sure where I would have taken it. So I guess it's going to get locked up in a halt. So we'll wait until, yeah, locked up at 35 and 13 seconds. So we'll wait to see how that plays out. I send a quick little good morning text. You know how it is. All right, well, yeah, we'll see. We got about 4 minutes on resumption on GCT. So take a look around and see what else has popped. It doesn't really look like much. Yeah, but honestly, really not looking like much is moving. You have MLGL, MEGL from the other day. I saw their recent IPO. It's up 4%. I mean, not really too interested in trading it. Volume is pretty light. Yeah. And then VLCN. This one's starting to curl. Could be maybe worth this candle making a high, but it's still below view up, so I'm gonna be cautious. GigaCloud Tech. And we also have BWV moving as well. So let's see. Is it gonna reclaim view up here? It is. So that's gonna fail. Trying to reclaim view up there. Still disappointing. I was considering buying the dip when it pulled back to view up, but it was looking a little bit heavy on the sells here. So I'll get back over to GCT. Looks like we got about 20 seconds to assumption here. So I'll get locked and loaded. Watching. I'm gonna be slow there. Wow. Yeah, when they unhalt and go straight up, I have a hard time trading those. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on the table there. That's a little disappointing. So looking back at this, I guess I should have just went for the break of 30. Psychological resistance. And then 31 was right there. And man, it's 32. Now we're on the second halt up. So it also unhalted slightly before the 5 minute mark. I swear it wasn't. It was a couple seconds before. But maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, okay. This is reclaimed view up. Let's not fail. So I'm keeping in mind yesterday. Yesterday, my first trade of the day was out of a halt resumption and ended up being a dip, and then it dipped more, and I sold for a pretty decent loss for the first trade of the day. So yeah, I'm not sure. I just wanted to be a little bit cautious taking a halt resumption for the first trade, but maybe I was a bit too timid there. But this thing just opened and went. I mean, but it went and then dipped, so I should have got that. I was just too hesitant. So that's going to be a pretty aggressive, impressive move by GCT from 25 to 32 and those two green candles. NDC is continuing to sell off. Qs are now down 1.2%. SPY is selling off. So keep that in mind. Overall market today is a little bit rough. So GCT resumes in about 2 minutes. I really wanted this one to reclaim view up here and hold, but it didn't. It's not looking like it's going to. Let's look at the actual 290. So okay, it's about right there. See, I was just looking at Thinkorswim to kind of confirm the VWAP because I find that for some reason on Webull, my VWAP ends up being a few cents off. Like in this case, it is, but it's very minimal. I mean, it's 288. This is showing 290, or now it's showing 289. So I mean, it's right there. On resumption, now We're at the second halt. So yeah, I gotta be cautious. We get about 40 seconds till resumption on it. Usually on the second halt, I'll still go a bit aggressive, and then it's when the third halt happens is when I like to definitely ease up. So yeah, I'll play this thing a bit aggressive, I guess. So we got about 10 seconds till resumption. It's gonna be a 10-minute long halt. Watch for a second here in case it's a delayed resumption. Okay. It's going to be a 10-minute long halt. Yeah, so looking out there, there's really not much. Today's still been a tradeless day so far. 15 minutes into the day, into market open. Oh, VCLN. VLCN, I keep misspeaking. So it looks like, okay, let's take this one here for now. Maybe take a trade on it before that comes out of the halt. That was not what I meant. So we got about 3 minutes on the resumption, so I'll keep that in the back of my mind. Try to buy the dip there at 94. It didn't bounce very quickly, so I'm going to be out there. I was looking for the quick bounce. It's going to be break even. So yeah, so with this one here, I was looking for this pullback here to 95. I was looking for it to catch itself at the bottom of this wick and then curl back up. Wow, that's going to be a really strong candle right there. Wow. Ooh, I'm going to be in too quick there. I tried to buy that dip. I'll be out for a small loss on that one. It's a 4-cent loss. So I'm going to hop over to GCT really quick. And we got about a minute till resumption. Definitely not 800 shares there. So yeah, my thought on VLCN here, as we got about 40 seconds to resumption, real quick, was when we had this really long wick right here. I mean, this sold off and it got bought up hard. And I've seen a lot of times where we'll get a sell, big sell candle, and then that gets bought up really aggressively, turns green, and then from there it rips. So granted, we just might not be in the right market conditions for that to be the case. That was kind of my thought on it. So we got about 10 seconds till resumption now here. If it is going to be a 10-minute long halt. I'm just going to lag my chart there. I don't want to, it's a little high. That was really the dip to 34, man. I'm going to miss that. Wow, man. And it did the dip, yeah, I wasn't convinced. It opened and started pushing higher and then dipped, and it looked like it was going to maybe flush here. So I'm not going to end up being involved. Man, that was actually a really good opportunity, and I'm going to leave it on the table. Put in like $5 a share. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be a bit of a chicken on this one here and leave it on the table. So, yeah. It's people that I'm going to go back and look at. That's a bit strange. I don't know why it's not recognizing that. VLCN. And now GCT is in that third halt, so I'm not super interested in touching it anyway. So, yeah, that's something that, in my experience, I've got to work on is trading those halts that are going absolutely haywire. What a day. Yeah, I wonder what it was in my head that made me leave that GCT alone. I'm kind of a bit frustrated now. Because looking at that chart, it looks like it gave the perfect didn't rip opportunity. And in reality, it kind of did. So leave that on the table, but it's okay. Wow. And the Nasdaq and the SPY is continuing to sell off like straight red candles. like since 8:40. It's been straight red candles. Yeah, it looks like volume on this is dried up a bit, and the biggest red volume candle of the day is red, so that's not good. Man, GCT. What a stock. Oh, I'm looking around right now, and it looks like the main focus is still on GCT there. Let's check on the resumption on this. What time is it? I would have missed it. I guess it would have been 30 seconds ago, so it's going to be a 10-minute long hold again if it is. To be honest, I think I know the reason as to why I missed this trade. I think it was because of yesterday. Yesterday, the first trade I took was on a halt resumption, and it dipped, bought in, and it dipped significantly more. And I sold because I panicked because I thought I was flushing, and then it's when it ripped. So I guess with this, I was probably just hesitant because I didn't want to get because this looked like I mean, it opened and did the same kind of thing as this resumption where it started getting bought up right away, and then it sold, and then it sold off a big chunk here and hit 34, and I was like, if we're gonna get a lot of selling right away, and after the little push in the hole, I was thinking that maybe that was gonna be this was gonna turn into a red candle, but it got bought up, so those are just they're just risky. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, GCT about 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes on resumption, and that there's no other stock out there really that I'm interested in trading right now. It's a bit of a slow day for momentum. Yeah, VCLN I'm hopeful about. I really, really want this one to reclaim VWAP and hold and be strong. But so far, no dice. Looks like the SPY is trying to do a small little bounce, but it's going to end up being a red day for the indices, it looks like. But it's a little early to say. I mean, it's only a half hour after market open. I'll go ahead and get rid of this. And I will add, I see this one's picking up a little bit of steam and volume. Um, and really that's about, yeah, that's about it. So APDN, this was one from the other day. Oh, this actually halted up. I totally missed that. Wow, I didn't know. That might have been some decent opportunity there, but I missed it. GCT, let's look. If I take it, let's just take honestly 50 shares. At 50 shares at this thing, if it opens around 40, it's gonna be still 2 grand. So we'll be watching. Looks like we got 15 minutes till resumption here. And I'm gonna be extremely cautious because now we have 1, 2. This is the third hold up. So yeah. Watch here. It's gonna open at 41. And it's gonna halt down. So yeah, these plays are risky to get involved with. It was tricky. I was tempted to buy the dip there, and I'm glad I didn't. See, and this is the exact situation here. What just happened is that what I was worried about on the second halt up. So yeah, replaying what it looked like as it opened, it did a very similar thing to this, where it was a little bit different. Where in this case, it opened, it dipped, and then it ended up popping up to 42. 41.94, and then it sold off. This one opened right here. It popped up to 36, sold down, then sold back down here. And I thought that that's what this was turning into right here, where that was going to end up breaking down to past this level. And that's why I didn't get involved. So, yeah, I mean, I can sit here and say that I left money on the table on this, which is very well could be true. But I also am trying to just manage risk. And on a stock like this, sometimes managing risk to me looks like not trading it. Like I love trading the halts, but it's recently IPO'd. It's more expensive. We were getting a pretty big spread, so I don't know. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that made 10 grand on this stock just now, but I'm not going to be one of them. At least not yet. So yeah, looks like it's gonna hold true to the 3 halt kind of rule of thumb. What I was just talking about, where we have 3 halts. You got the first one right here, opens, rips into another halt. Doesn't even. I mean, that just ripped. $3 a share. Halt. Open, dip, rips into another halt. So now you have 1, 2, 3 halts up. And man, there's some stocks that will go 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all of a sudden later in the day they're at $60 a share, and you can't even trade it because it's just halting. I've seen that happen too. And there's, I've seen Ross from Warrior Trading make a killing on certain situations like that. But for me, obviously, I don't have the experience. I don't have his intuition. I'm just more comfortable leaving these alone, especially after the third halt. So that being said, this is gonna halt down. We'll see where it opens. I might be interested to buy in after this halt, depending on what this looks like. See if people buy the dip. All right. Well, looks we got about a minute on resumption, so let's take a look at the other stocks that I had. APDN. This one looks good, actually, because I don't think that there's any news on it. Oh, that's why it popped. It's monkeypox. Some preliminary testing, I guess, for a diagnostic test kit is what it looks like. So this is a monkeypox play. Okay, so I'll be interested in this. Here it is with the sneeze. I'm definitely allergic to this tea. This is strange. Never ever had this happen before. That's weird. Um, so yeah, this monkeypox play. Keep this on the back burner. OBQ, VLCN. Let's blow a view up. Looks like it's kind of fading. This one, we got about 40 seconds on a resumption. If it's going to be a 5 minute long halt, which after this, I'm not too sure it's going to be a 5 minute long halt, but I'll be watching, and yeah, I'll just take like 70 shares if I end up taking a trade on it. It's got about 10 seconds on a resumption here. Watch in case it's a delayed resumption, but it looks like it's gonna end up being a. It looks like it's gonna end up being a 10-minute long halt. Yeah. All right. Still locked up. Not surprised considering the last three have been 10-minute long halts. I wonder if this will come up real quick here. Yeah, so it does. So I wonder why the other one's not popping up. Yeah, so it does. That's kind of strange. So you're taking an overall look at the market. I'm not finding anything at all right now to trade. Um, Looks like we're getting a slight bounce out of the NDCs. Looks like the S&P's kind of found its bottom, maybe, or it's just about to make another leg down. APDN, hate to see it, false breakout. VLCN. This one's just selling off too. So, to be quite honest, the only thing I've really got on watch is gonna be GCT. So a bit of a slower day compared to the last couple. We'll see if we get some news come out for anything, or maybe APDN will start curling up off the monkeypox trial, or not trial, but the diagnostic test kit. I guess a trial on that. Got about 2 minutes on this resumption here. It's weird. Like this isn't even a thing. It's like it's just not recognizing it. Yep. Sometimes this is the name of the game, especially in a bear market, especially on days like today. It's just kind of a waiting game, a patience game. You sit here trying to trade B quality, C quality setups, and that's how you end up down. I certainly can say for myself that that's been the case in the past. So yeah, over trading, something that takes discipline to not do. It's something I've gotten better at not doing is over trading and just being patient and waiting for the right setups to come to fruition. So, this is going to be a 10-minute halt. We got about 30 seconds on resumption. Be curious to see where this goes. All right, watching. Got about 5 seconds. Who's going to buy the dip on it? That's the question. No bueno. I think it's going to halt down here again. So, yeah, disappointing to see. I was tempted to take a dip trade there. Maybe had a quick scalp from 32 to 33, but yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't get involved. Sometimes it's better to not. You know what? Oh yeah, so right now I'm down 24 bucks. So it's basically a flat day. I took those two stabs on VLCN. Well, I'm looking at APDN. So on VCLN, I took two stabs at it when it was breaking over VWAP here. One ended up being break even. One I lost like 3 cents on. So basically break even. So yeah, this is kind of going to be just a sitting on hands kind of a day, especially with this selling off into another halt down. Disappointing. I really was hoping that we could see some support around $32. That wasn't the case though. And yeah, it looks like the market is heading for another leg down. So not a great day out there right now. Well, well, well. Just to give a quick reference of what the market looks like today. Bring over this. I've got a lot of stocks on here that I've acquired over the last couple of years. I put on watch. And as you can see, everything's red. Johnson Johnson's up 1%. SoFi is up. I don't know. What even is this? Southern Company. I don't even remember what this stock is. It's up 0.18%. Everything else red. BBBY is down 41% on the day. Crypto stocks down significantly. Tesla down 3%. See, and this is what I was skeptical of after we had this this rally start here. Because we've rallied the last, well, I'm on the weekly chart. Let's go to a daily chart, actually. So if we look at a daily chart, We've been rallying since we broke out of this range at 750 for about two. Well, it's been about a month since we've been on the up and up. So yeah, I've got a small long-term position in Tesla, and I was thinking about taking it out just to play with for trading, but I'm not too sure. I'll probably end up just leaving it. But yeah, just to give a reference of what the overall day looks like, this is what it is. It's pretty red. So over here we have the S&P, and right here we have the Nasdaq. On this chart, I just have it where the pre-market is not reflected, so that's why you have this big gap. But it's a good visual representation, so you can actually see the gap down, and then from there it's just been selling off. So, that's probably having a pretty big impact on our day trading opportunities today. So yeah, this one I missed the move up, and it's selling down. APDN had some news come out about a monkeypox test. Let's look real quick. Um, that's talking about DNA. I'm looking at APDN, so it's kind of strange. Here's what I was looking at. So where's my? Oh, so yeah, right here. Applied DNA submits PCR-based monkeypox virus diagnostic test for approval. So yeah, it's a test kit. Granted, it's monkeypox play, and when we had some monkeypox news the other day, it was VWV. This one even made an impressive move off the open yesterday from $4 to 480. But yeah, this was one from, I guess it was a few days ago now. But yeah, this thing ran from 350s to $8 off of the speculation that they're gonna start producing or gonna start testing doing trials on a potential monkeypox vaccine. But it wasn't even that they were going to start trials; it was that they were maybe going to start trials. So, but definitely had some euphoria there. But today, it's not the case. VCLN was the other one that was up on news, on sales, and we're just really struggling to reclaim view up here. We have about like 3 times, but then sold back off. And the last time it was a bit of a false breakout overview up. So this might end up being the kind of day it is today. Yeah. Wonder what I can find here. That's really strange that it's not recognizing this one here. That's fine. I will be right back. Okay. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell your friend. So, take a quick look at the charts here. Yeah, excuse me, GCT still locked up in a halt. Looks like it'll be about another minute, 10 seconds till resumption, 20 seconds. Um, but yeah, is this just going to keep tanking further? I think that it might. So I think it might be done. If it can catch itself here on VWAP, then maybe it would start to curl. But given the market sentiment today and what everything else has looked like, I don't have really any confidence in that happening. If it does, great, then I might get involved. But that's my take. Take it or leave it. And APDN. Maybe this will end up being the one. Maybe the monkeypox trial news is going to end up pushing this thing. I'll keep an eye over here right now just to see what happens on this resumption. Mainly out of my own curiosity. Looks like we got about 12 seconds. Resumption's at 42. I really like having this little clock with the seconds right next to my my chart here on the 1 minute. Oh, it's gonna resume low. It's gonna get bought up off the resumption though. A VWAP there. But it's not gonna hold up. I'm not really interested in buying a dip off VWAP here. That being said, just gave $2 a share. This is a tricky stock, man, and we got some pretty big spreads too, so I could lose 50 cents just in the spreads. Yeah, it's not gonna hold either. Yeah, I'll switch over to APDN. Put GCT over here just for the heck of it. I'm curious to just watch what plays out with this. APDN highs here at 439. We're approaching that fast. There's 39. I'll get my share size up accordingly. There's the break. It's gonna hold too. It's gonna be a break of 50, but it's kind of weak. Volume is decent, but it's a bit light. So with this, I'd rather probably take dips than try to dip at 34, then breakouts. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out a little bit too quick, but for some reason with those dips, I've been getting a little bit nervous. And I should have just held on to it. That was a really good dip buy. I don't know why I was too hasty there to get out, but and GCT is halted to the downside again. So that one's a sinking submarine. Aren't submarines already sunk though? I mean, they're below water. They're supposed to be. But I guess they can 50. It's 54. Wonder if I'm gonna get filled there because I tried to buy the bid. No. Man, disappointing. That's why I don't try buying the bid a lot. I get missed. So limit orders are tough. So other than APGN, what I'm looking at right now, it looks like maybe PETZ is moving. That's about it. I'll put PETZ over here. That's blow view up now. Volume. I got a big red volume on this red candle here. And it's starting to fade, but this could be good for a leg up right here. Yeah, and there it goes. And I even said it, but then didn't take the trade because why? I'm not sure. Try buying that dip for the retest of the high. I'm gonna be out there, but just a little too quick. These are just so small little trades here. But this thing does not have a lot of range. Granted, I, for some reason, didn't buy this right here. This candle making new high is what I wanted, but I hesitated. So hands on the buy button. There's 63. Try to buy that dip. Yeah, so these are just small little scalps, but this thing doesn't have a ton of range. Like I'm just taking 4 cents here, 4 cents there. And that's kind of the issue that I've been giving myself. I think it's just because I've been a little bit too quick on the sells. So something that I want to try to work on here, but at the same time, granted or given these market conditions, I don't want to get, I want to be quick with the sells because I don't want to get caught in any false breakouts or any big flushes. And those have been more common lately, and especially like a day like today where Nothing seems to be holding up. Yeah, I'm okay with the short hold time. Cool. Only got about 10 views on the stream. It's cool. It's more than I ever had, man. So cool. And today has been a bit of I mean, this is the slowest day that we've had basically since I started streaming. It's been about, what, 2 weeks? A week and a half? So I think I started Monday of 2 weeks ago, yeah. I think. It's halted to the upside now. Okay. So, yeah. It's looking like APDN starting to get a little bit of selling pressure here. Let's take a look at the other ones from today. This is like watching paint dry and VLCN. It's pretty close to VWAP. Let's see if this thing can end up being an afternoon runner. I could see it. I could see it curling on the chart here over the next half hour. Or right now. Let's see if it's going to hold above VWAP. Try about that dip. See if it's going to hold here. Why did I hit the sell button? Man, this is a fear-based decision. Why did I got in right there at 95. And I sold at 97. And it went to 306. And now it's... I had a good buy. Why did I hit the sell button? I think it was because it went a couple cents below where I was in, and I didn't want to get caught in a false breakout. So yeah, definitely a fear-based decision there. But some good volume on this candle. Got 2 million. Is this going to be strong? Or are sellers going to jump in here? And these things have been, this has been 10-minute long halts now. Oh, this one was 5 minutes, but... Come on, VLCN. I'm hopeful for you. I'm really optimistic. I know sometimes optimism doesn't get you very far, but... There was 304. It's holding 3. Really want to hold 3 here. But 3 doesn't seem to be a very big, like, determinant spot. It's going willy-nilly, above 3, below 3, above 3, below 3. So this isn't a very, significant resistance there. Which I kind of tried buying Yeah, I mean, it was just another little break-even trade. It's kind of been the story of today is patience and small small green, and obviously, man, looking at GCT, I'll have to go back and look over that this price action, but I know why I was hesitant. Um, I mean, this thing could have been bad. I could have got chopped out. I could be right on it right now. So sometimes just watching and learning is the better move for you. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave a little bit on the table there. So let's go back and watch that price action. So right now, just kind of waiting for VLCN, maybe to break out over this resistance here. Now we've got like 4 wicks up around here. And this has kind of been the issue that we've been running into all morning, since the open where it faded. We try to reclaim VWAP. Now this is its fourth try, and we get a lot of resistance down here around um, above $3, anywhere from 3 to like 3.20. We're getting a lot of resistance. So I'm hopeful here. I mean, it looks strong. We got some good volume coming in right on this candle. Volume starting to pick back up. Here we go. Are we gonna break out, or is it just gonna make another wick in this resistance area? Nice. 536. Those 7. Come, we need more buyers here. Nice. Oh, see, I try to buy that dip real quick. I'm gonna get filled high. I'll give it a second here. Ooh. Well, started making a push there and we got that big sell. So I'm glad I got out when I did. Yikes. It was 2 cents on that trade. So I'm gonna avoid that false breakout. But yeah, this is the story of today's life. This is what I was just talking about. And this candle looked good right here, breaking up over this resistance. And now we got 30-cent flush. So no good. GCT still halted. Let's take a look at APDN. Faded below view up. So yeah, today is tough. I mean, if you didn't get green on GCT, like I didn't get green on GCT. I didn't trade this, but yeah, this was definitely the best opportunity of the day, I would say. And everything else has been tricky and it hasn't been very strong. So P&L wise for the day right now, I'm green 50 cents. So yeah, here's GCT out of the halt. Well, that's disappointing. It seems like the same old thing. I mean, man, I was hoping this was gonna reclaim view up. We're so close off highs, and then it's gonna flush. So yeah, is it gonna end up being a flat day? As of right now, the answer might be yes. Looks like take a look at the indices super quick. Looks like they're starting to base out a little bit. We're starting to consolidate here. So we stopped dropping. But we'll see. I mean, we're down 1%. Same kind of situation with Qs here. Except this one's kind of looks more like a downtrend than consolidation. And is it going to break below? Yes, it is. So, yeah, no good here on the overall markets. Is GCT trying to make it try? It's just going to make a leg up. I'm just going to take small share size on it if I do end up trading it. So yeah, this looks decent here. It's reclaimed VWAP. And it looks like it's starting to curl up. So I'll pay attention to it because there's really nothing else for me to watch right now. Yeah. Oh. Oops. I didn't mean to punch you, Mike. Sorry. Mr. Mike. Yeah, this is going to be the second push here. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure about this one right here. Volume's a little bit light. I mean, we didn't have much volume. It's about consistent to what the volume's been, I guess. Yeah, so still just playing it safe, playing it patient. Okay. We're gonna fuel up for another push here. Try to buy that dip. Yeah, so the thing about this one here is like, well, granted, I only took 1,800 market value. Yeah, 50 shares is not very much. I guess it's gonna be a like 1.5% trade, so that was pretty decent. But I'm not super comfortable taking big share size on this. Granted, that would have been a little better if I did take 100 shares like I was previously going to take, but definitely will. It's better to be safe than sorry. But at the same time, scared money doesn't make money. there's a fine line between that I'm trying to ride right now that I'm trying to find. Between being safe, not sorry, but not being a chicken, you know? Sometimes you gotta step up to the plate. There's 34. It's just about to break 35. Oh, I hit 35, 37. And it's gonna halt up. False halt. So there's a really nice trade on it again off that dip off the false halt. Man, that was a trade that I loved taking when the market was really hot. Um, like last year when we were in that bull market, was we get stocks that would go up, halt, and then do a false halt, pull back, and then buy that dip, and that was ended up being a monster. So that was a nice trade. That ended up being $1 a share right there from 34.70s to 35.70. So that was good. Thing is I'm still taking small share size with this stock, but so yeah, I'm kind of surprised that that thing just got halted up. Doesn't seem well. No, I'm not surprised. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. It looks about right. So let's see. Halted at 47 and 18 seconds. So we'll look for 42. Oh, I'm sorry, 52. If it's going to be a 5-minute halt. But on the way up here, these were pretty much primarily 10-minute long halts. I guess other than the first one. So yeah, I'll be very curious to see what happens off this resumption. If I was a short right now, I'd be sweating a little bit. So this is dangerous game for shorts in my opinion. Meaning that I think that this thing could really open up. Where would shorts start covering at? Maybe 38, maybe the whole $1.40. Maybe not until high of day, top of this wick. Yeah, we'll see. I want to get aggressive, but I don't think I want to take more shares on this thing just because of how volatile it's been. So, yeah, I think I'll just stick with this. While this is halted, let's take a look at the other stocks from today. So VLCN, yeah, doesn't look too hot. But we'll see if it can reclaim VWAP again. That has been the story of its life this morning, that I've been wanting it to reclaim VWAP and hold, and it hasn't been able to. And then this was the biggest disappointment right here with this flush. And the other one, this popped up on some monkeypox test kit news, but below VWAP, volume's light. Not interested in trading right now. And looking at scans, there's really not much at all. ICPT, maybe we'll see what that one looks like. And it brings me to BBBY. That doesn't make sense. ICPT. No. Up 6% on the day. Yeah, it's a grinder. Light volume. Yeah, I'm not too interested in that one. Put GCT back on the main. And I'll put VLCN back over here, just in case this wants to make another move back up to VWAP. So I've got, this is my kind of independent chart. It's not attached to any of these other widgets. Just like a secondary idea. So like the stock that's moving second best, I'll throw here in case it wants to give some opportunity. Then I can see it right away and switch. And then on my other monitor to the right, I've got the other kind of less important ideas for the day. I've got the SPY, the NASDAQ. So just kind of give me an overall idea of the sentiment of the market that day. Yeah, so looking at this, we got about a minute to resumption if it's going to be a 5-minute long halt. So this is going to be really interesting to see. honestly, even if I don't trade a whole bunch or trade big share size, this is an interesting kind of case to learn from here. Yeah, this was just an IPO from yesterday. So, and I heard someone talking in one of the communities I'm a part of issues they were having yesterday with it, where Webull suspended trading on it off of the IPO. Because that's kind of strange. Especially because, I mean, it didn't move all too terribly much yesterday. Okay, so I'll be watching here. We got about 20 seconds till resumption, if it's a 5-minute halt. Sellers at 29. I don't really know how to read this during the halt, though. Okay, watching here. Try to buy that dip. My 1-minute chart lagged again on the resumption. Yeah, I got a quick. So it ends up being 50 cents. So I got 50 cents off it, so I'm a decent winner on it. It opened high, dipped, and it looked heavy on the ask, and it ended up dipping more. So that was a good read for me not to buy that right away. Bought this dip, and then I sold in the pop. So I guess this is why I've been kind of doing that early selling, which is definitely a fear. I don't know if it's fear. Well, yeah, I guess fear, because I have a trade that I'll buy. It'll go green, and then, I'm up on the trade. So I want to cut it while I'm still green. And especially in markets like this where we've been getting, wow, lots of kind of false breakouts and stuff like that. So that was a nice little pop right there. We'll see if this is going to make new highs. Oh, yeah. There's 37. 37.80. Could potentially buy that dip into the whole dollar for the retest, but it was looking a little heavy. Yeah, I'm glad I'm staying away there. So after those 3 green trades I took on it, puts me up 95.50 on the day. So not bad. Especially after I missed all of it. And that was all with the half share size that I was originally planning on taking. So I guess if I would have taken my full share size, being 100 shares on this kind of a price stock, I would have been up, 200, or I guess in this case, 95 times 2 is 190. So, but I also could have taken twice the loss. So can't be upset. Time right now, it's about 5 to 10 my time. So market hours it's about 11 o'clock. So I'm not going to call it a day here just yet, but pretty soon here I'll start wrapping things up. So a bit of a slow day, bit of a disappointment here on VLCN. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a bear market right now. So yeah. GCT, yeah. What a nice move. I mean, tough to trade though. This was a really tough one to trade on the way up. We had a really nice curl, locks up in the halt. And then out of the second trade, it opened and just went straight into $32 and halted. So, I mean, this really did not give any opportunity, at least for me, unless you were just jumping in straight away. But that's something that I have a tough time doing on halts, is just like when it opens, just getting in before I really have a chance to see what it looks like it's going to do, or maybe even, get a chance to look at the level 2. And then opens here, and this was the one that I left on the table, where this was the second halt was right here, and it opens, It pushes up to about $35, $36 and then pulls back. So it wasn't the open dip and then the rip. It was open, it started pushing, and then it started pulling back. And I've seen in the past when we'll have halts very similar to this, where the open high, push up, and there's not enough buyers up here, and we run into a selling. And then on this dip, the people that have got in up here are just interested in getting out and taking their profit, and then we'll get sell, a big red candle. But in this case, it ended up being a really nice little push dip, and then it ripped. I mean, from this, it moved from like 33, 34, and it snapped up to 38 super quickly. So that got bought up really quickly and then halted here. And then what I was afraid of happening on this halt here ended up being pretty much the exact same case on this one. So, but usually I don't get involved anyway on the third halt, so I wouldn't have really traded this one anyway. But yeah, where it opened significantly higher, about the same as this. This was $3 a share. Yeah, about $4 a share here. Anyway, it opens higher, it pushes a little bit, dips, and then that did not get bought up, and then we flushed. So that was kind of the same thing that I was afraid of happening on this, where we pushed, dipped, and then it got bought up. But that wasn't the case on this one. So yeah, this thing's being tough. I always keep some of the little lessons in the back of my head, but yeah, I ended up doing decent on it in this area here, so I'm happy with that. The one dip trade to 34.70 to 35.70 was pretty nice. Haven't gotten $1 a share in a couple weeks, honestly, but it was with smaller share size. So after my monologue, I will go take a look at what was on watch for today. This one might as well just take it off the list. This isn't going to do anything. MLBQ, gone. APDN, just trying to reclaim VWAP here. But, volume is just a little bit light. We'll see. And VLCN, it hasn't faded for the day. So I'm still slightly optimistic that if this could reclaim VWAP, that there's probably a lot of shorts hanging out around this area with stop losses. So if we could get some really nice bullish momentum up here, I think it could break out and end up being strong for an afternoon play, but we'll see. Maybe I'll come back for power hour. Actually, no, I can't, and I can't come back for power hour today. I've got somewhere to be. Got a little camping trip planned this weekend, so it'll be fun. So yeah, I don't know. Time is now 10. My thought process on GCT is, oh, there it broke that descending resistance there. 36, 37. Wow, it's gonna be strong here. 38.13. This is gonna get locked up here. Try buying the dip there. I'll be out at 37. So my accuracy on this stock has been 100% so far. Obviously, I didn't trade any of this move, but so far on this, I've taken 4 trades now, and yeah, I'm 100% accuracy. That's been good. So that's another, wow, almost a dollar share scalp right there again too. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, now I'm like almost second guessing myself off of using half share size what I plan to, but man, it's okay. All right, well, the time is now 10:02. Keep giving a time update so often. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. So yeah, all in all, it was a good day. I had a little bit of disappointment on VLCN, at least for me. I was really hoping, especially with this push here, we had this big volume break. I thought that this thing might end up going gangbusters, but not after a 2 million, um, 2 million share false breakout candle. So yeah, anyway, I guess that's VLCN. I might take a look this afternoon, but I'm probably gonna be out of town by that time, so I'll probably end up just wrapping it up for the day here. So anyway, yeah, all in all, it was a good day. The P&L was plus 137. So I did pretty decent on this today. Oh, there we go, it updated. So yeah, the brunt of my trades were on GCT after the big move up. I did well on it, and then took a couple on. I guess I ended up taking a few more trades than I thought, but yeah, it was mainly 2 scratch trades on VLCN, and then I took a couple decent trades on APDN and got myself up maybe $30, you know. And then GCT. So yeah, granted I took half share size, so this could have been a little bit more of P&L if I was going more aggressive, but given the sentiment of today, all the indices are red. We're kind of this bear market territory. I'm perfectly content taking half share size. So anyway, yeah, that's it for me. Hope everyone stays green who is still currently trading. If you find something to trade, that's great. Wow, actually, man, just as I'm talking like I'm going to wrap it up, GCT is halted up at $40.71. Man, all right, well, maybe I'll stick around and see what happens for this. If I had a short position right now, I would be starting to sweat a little bit. So this might get pretty interesting here. Yeah, so Patel, I'm using Weeble. If I go to my long-term ETFs here, I've got. Oh, maybe I don't have the Dow on this. But yeah, this works perfectly fine if you want to add the ETF for the Dow Jones. So like right here, I have the S&P 500, and I can trade this easily like I could trade a stock on it. And then here's the Nasdaq. So yeah, Weeble works fine if you want to trade the indices. You can do that right on here. But that's not something that I really participate in. So we got Bacon in the house. What's up, Bacon? I was gonna wrap it up, but then all of a sudden we got some surprise momentum here. Now this thing is locked up in a halt at $4 a share. This thing IPO'd yesterday at 15, and now we're at $40 a share. If you bought that IPO, you're up like 150%. But yeah. Yeah, it's actually it's kind of cool though. This is the last I mean, since I started doing the market open streams, I'd get like a view, two views. There was one time I got a view that was in there for like 10 minutes and I was super hype on it. But yeah, there's 18 views on this one. So I mean, that's cool. Um yeah. As far as this stock, I'll just see what happens on the resumption, but I do kind of want to be done trading for today. Oh no. All right, getting a call, but we got a little time till resumption. Okay, back here. Um, Resumption time. It should be at, yeah, 10:09, so in about 30 seconds here. So this is going to be mad interesting to see what happens. Like I said, if I was a short position right now, I would not be super comfortable. So yeah, we might get some short covering, and this thing might squeeze pretty hard. Pretty good. Still probably just take 50 shares on it. Honestly, I might reduce my risk even more because I'm already up. Okay, let's watch here. Ooh, it's going to resume lower. Okay. Well, that's not what I expected. That's going to get bought up. And it's going to go into another halt at 44. It's a false halt. So you can get a pullback. No, it's not even a pullback. It's just going to go. So this is the kind of parabolic momentum that is tough to trade. And as you can see, man, that just pulled back from 45 to 30. So I mean, or to 43. So a lot of good opportunities, but these are a bit scary too. Yeah, that's going to end up being a pretty nasty false breakout. What was that? How'd that open at 42? That was a very strange little chop there because this candle just closed at 40 and then opened at 42 on the next one. Wow, this thing is pretty strong. Yeah, I think at this area, I'm gonna leave it alone. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day here. This thing's really tough to trade, and I'm not really too interested in trading a stock that's over $40. I wasn't super interested in trading it at $30, so yeah, I'll leave this on the table. If this ends up going to 100 without me, then so be it. I'll come back and look at the price action and try to learn what I can from it. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Green 137. So Yeah, nice green day. Great to see this big move on GCT, especially on a day that the market's so red. Um, but yeah, I'm out of here. Stay green if you're trading, and yeah, gone.